Arkatech Beatz.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut of Multi-Platinum Production Team.
Arkatech Beatz.
Shout out to my partner, Mike Trauma D. And welcome to the Music Review Live Series, man. We're doing a bunch of music reviews, and we're listening to a bunch of music, trying to find new people to work with, collab with, all that other good stuff. If it's your first time here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and following the movement, right? And if it's your first time here, we are responsible for producing for your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, multi-platinum, Big Pun, Nas, Jadakiss, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, Raekwon the Chef. Who else am I missing? Max B, French Montana, Wiz Khalifa, Killer Mike, Freddie Gibbs, so many others. You know, we're responsible for really producing for a lot of folks in this business. So if it's your first time here, man, make sure that you are like, commenting, subscribing, and following. And like I said, we are doing music reviews. Make sure you're hitting the link on the screen so that you can submit your record, your beat, your song, so that I can take a listen to it, you know, give some feedback. There is a couple of records in the queue. So of course, if you're looking to guarantee a listen, you have to look like to Skip, Super Skip, and or Throne. So while we wait for people to get into the live, man, I'm just gonna play some music and wait for this live to pick up for a little bit, get this algorithm moving, and then we'll get started. So let's jump into some music, man. You're gonna jump into some tracks, whatever.
Arkatech Beatz.
That you're submitting to the link on the screen. We're doing a lot of music reviews tonight. We're just letting some beats ride while we get some people in the live. You know, some people submitted music, so I want to make sure that they're able to get in so that they can get their feedback. Shout out to everybody that's joining. Shout out to everybody that's sharing the live, liking the live. If you hear a beat that you might be interested in, make sure you hit me in the DM. Also tag your favorite artist. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Like I said, man, we're just going to play a few records. We're just waiting for the live to pick up. We just got in. So we just want some folks to get in here to make sure they're sharing it. If you like, comment, and subscribing, it does help the algorithm. We do appreciate you in advance.
Arkatech Beatz.
We're just playing some beats right now. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. We're about to get started with some of these reviews. liking and we're sharing. Does it take pictures? This joint is called Vicious Cycle. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. Just playing some tracks. Wait for some folks to jump in so we can get started with these reviews.
Arkatech Beatz.
It's a late night, I don't mind. I was gonna spend all my time with you. It's a good night, it's a good time. I was gonna spend all my time with you. Wasn't sure where we would end up. I saw us back when I met you. I just wanna be around you, make sure you're straight, so I got you. When I needed you the most, you came through. And now I'm feeling closer than I thought I'd ever be to you. It's a late night, I don't mind. I was gonna spend all my time with you. It's a good night, it's a good time. I was gonna spend all my time with you. If you're down, we can do whatever. Yo, I got you, we'll be straight forever. Boy, I like it when you wear that sweater.
Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. We're doing live music reviews tonight.
And now I'm feeling closer than I thought I'd ever be to you. It's a late night, I don't mind. I was gonna spend all my time with you. It's a good night, it's a good time. I was gonna spend all my time with you. It's a late night, I don't mind. I was gonna spend all my time with you. It's a good night, it's a good time. I was gonna spend all my time with
Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. We continuing on, man. We continuing on. Waiting for some folks to jump in. While they're waiting for folks to get in, man, we about to get started. Make sure y'all sharing the live. Make sure y'all tapping the screen, liking the live. We're just playing some beats until we can get the live started. We're gonna start in approximately 5 minutes. Start these reviews, start listening to some of these tracks. More butter, what up? Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. Make sure y'all liking the live, sharing the live. Tap that screen. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live, man. We doing what we do. We doing what we do. About to get started. We're gonna start off with this first joint. Days Like This by Big Swisher and Big Swisher Music. Shout out to him. Let's take a listen.
Mama said there'll be days like this. Thank God I was raised like this. I was raised through the sticks and the stones. So your word mean nothing, gotta show me. The world ain't the same, the feeling is strange. The hero is feeling these days. Keep my circle of trust to a minimum. When money involved, niggas change. Mama said there'll be days like this. Thank God I was raised like this. I was raised through the sticks and the stones. So your word mean nothing, gotta show me. The world ain't the same, the feeling is strange. The hero is feeling these days. Keep my circle of trust to a minimum. When money involved, niggas change. It seems like nobody get it. The world looks so different. The young niggas tripping, they don't wanna listen. We all in our feelings confused, conflicted, losing the vision. So how we gon' fix it? I choose to move with precision. Can't make a decision for no other nigga that's him. Wait, you could just listen a minute. I'll show you how we really win. Spend 100 on the chain, should've won, got some acres. I know you got Lambo dreams, but I need you to wake up. See the future, quote the bad, but live in the moment, own it. I remember when I was a young nigga, they say I was grown. Now I'm on my grown shit. Mama look at me now, yo son major, without a major. Came for greatness, I can be greater. They wanted the greater, they love the haters. If we ain't you and not TY, if you and I can reach the sky and fly. No limits, highest of the high. I'm never coming down, no kiss goodbye. Mama said there'll be days like this. Thank God I was raised like this. I was raised through the sticks and the stones. So your word mean nothing, gotta show me. The world ain't the same, the feeling is strange. The hero is feeling these days. Keep my circle of trust to a minimum. When money involved, niggas change. Mama said there'll be days like this. Thank God I was raised like this. I was raised through the sticks and the stones. So your word mean nothing, gotta show me. The world ain't the same, the feeling is strange. The hero is feeling these days. Keep my circle of trust to a minimum. When money involved, niggas change. Damn. Too many niggas around, just sitting around. I built to nothing, they just tearing it down. Defending something they don't want the town. What it really mean when you say you running these streets? Block full of fiends, money easy. Then you blow it all on that bling bling. I know you ain't listening. Spend 100 on the chain, shit, the one that got some acres. I know you got Maybach dreams, but I need you to wake up. See, I ain't got time for the tit for tat and this and that. I ain't really into that, now with the cap. Show me the facts and I'll show you the way to the promised land. Understand, overstand. Niggas throw rocks in they high hands. They stir up the plot like I'm not paying. Too grown for the games I'm not playing. I'm locked in, no days off. Do what I can, will it pay y'all? We in the last days, no one to say y'all. Where do you stand when it all fall?
I like this, but I feel like we got a little work to do on this joint. Shout out to Big Swisher for submitting on this, man. There's a few things in here that I want to put into that. Like,
Mama said there'll be days like this. Thank God I
see like this beat in the beginning, like right here, it's wasted real estate. Yeah, I gotta say something. We about to get it that up, Baba. Ready? Say something. 3, 2, 1. Get the hook and let's go.
Mama said right. There'll be days like this. Thank God I was raised like this. I was raised through the sticks and the stones. So your word mean nothing, gotta show me.
You see right here now. This part of the hook is where it kind of loses the value. You see, like, because the name of the record is called Days Like This. And if you see how it goes, Mama say there'll be days like this, right?
Days like this. Thank God I was raised like this. I was raised through the sticks and the stones. So your word mean nothing, gotta show me.
See, like there, it should go back to the rhyme scheme of this, right? So we should have found something to keep matching with this. And then when he goes into when he goes into the next second part of the hook, it now becomes too wordy. Right? So now listen to it now.
The world ain't the same, the feeling is strange. The hero is feeling these days. Keep my circle of trust to a minimum. When money involved, niggas change. Mama said there'll be days like this. Thank God I was raised like this. I was raised through the sticks and the stones. So your word mean nothing, gotta show me. The world ain't the same, the feeling is strange.
See what I'm saying? So if he'd have had that mama said there'll be days like this, that'd have been the same, right? And just kind of keep that cadence with that like this. Right, if we kind of would have just been able to keep that, this would have been more impactful on the hook.
The hero is feeling these days. Keep my circle of trust to a minimum.
And I understand because you know in some of these songs we're trying to relay some messages, but at the same time we have to find the balance between creative, finding the message in that we're trying to do in the content, but making sure that it's catchy as possible.
When money involved, niggas change. It seems like nobody get it. The world looks so different. The young niggas tripping. They don't want to listen. We all in our feelings confused, conflicted, losing the vision. So how we gon' fix it? I choose to move with precision. Can't make a decision for no other nigga that's him. Wait, you could just listen a minute. I'll show you how we really win. Spend 100 on the chain. Should've won and got some acres. I know you got Lambo dreams, but I need you to wake up. See the future, quote the bad, but live in the moment, own it. I remember when I was a young nigga, they say I was grown-ish. Now I'm on my grown shit. Mama look at me now, yo son major, without a major. Came for greatness, I can be greater. They wanted the greater, they love the haters. If we ain't you and not T.Y., if you and I can reach the sky and fly. No limits, highest of the high. I'm never coming down, no kiss goodbye. Mama said there'll be days like this. Thank God I was raised like this. I was raised.
And outside of what I just said, where I think the hook could improve, I believe that we should have had a hook again at the end, right? To sew this up the way it needed to be sewed up, because the song is still under 3 minutes, so we still had a little bit that we could have gave it as far as driving the hook to make it go home. I feel like it could be just mixed slightly better, where it could feel a little bit louder, and feel like the lyrics, the vocal performance could come through the mix a little bit cleaner. But for the most part, I like how he's spitting. I like his cadence. I like the wordplay. And just that hook part to me is too wordy. In this situation like this, you would just want to go less is more on this. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, like if we're gonna ride, Mama said there'll be days like this, and that's gonna be like the main driver like this. What we have to do is we have to try to find the lyrics that would find a way to keep coming back to the like this. You know what I'm saying? And try to be slick with it, make it continue to do what it's gonna do on that level. Because if we can do that, then we basically gonna have a song that's basically kind of a winner at this point if we do it this way. Right now it's gonna be a little bit hard because if you think about it, if I asked you to recite the second part of the hook, you couldn't do it because it's too wordy. Only thing you can remember is Mama said there'll be days like this, and that's the driving part of the record. And then what happened is we're getting away from it, and we shouldn't do that. That should be the part of the record that continues to repeat itself, right? We should continue to complete variations like this, days like this, you know what I mean? And gotta keep every time at the end of each rhyme part, at the end of each part of that bar like this. As long as we did that, then it would have been able to keep us moving on it. But I'm going to start this joint because I kind of like the way he's spitting on it. And I want us to continue to jump into that. And I'm going to continue to listen to some more, see if I can find some more music. And just kind of listen because everything else to me is pretty good. So I think there's a lot of potential here. And, we're just trying to listen to see. We're trying to listen to see where guys could improve, and then we're trying to listen to see where things can get better. This beat is popping, so these are a few things that make sense to me. Because, again, he chose the right beat, which means his ear is good, right? He spit on it, to me, in the right way. He married the beat in terms of the way that the beat is moving and the way that he drops his rhyme scheme. Like, these things matter. And I think a lot of people don't really listen to the nuance of it, but this adds to the overall musicality of the song and the listenability of the song. So these are things that are important. So, this gives me an idea of where he is in his musical journey, right? If he's like really a beginner, really just starting somewhere intermediate, so I can kind of get an idea of that because these are the things that take time to learn. These are the nuances, people, that people don't really talk about. But this is the stuff that we're looking for as the guys that are the veterans in the game. But yo, thank you for that, Big Swisher. We're gonna be looking out for you. Hopefully we can, get a chance to link. What's this say here? This next joint. What's this next joint saying? Silk stockings and red what? Silk stockings and red bottom shoes by Kev DJ Vapor. Now, silk stockings and red bottom shoes. Now, where does this sound like this is going? Does everybody know that this is a family program? Does everybody know that? I just want to make sure everybody knows that. Everybody know it's a family program? Does everybody know that it's a family program? All right, we about to get started. I'm going to listen to it. We can jump into it real quick. Yeah, this joint going like all over the place. Yeah, this all over the place. This joint going like all over the place, going wild. So listen, as producers, I say this often and a lot. You know what I mean? I know some guys are submitting their records and they're hoping like they're submitting their records that we can listen to their record and kind of hear all of the different elements and the different programs and all of the things that we're all doing at the same time. Remember what happens when I talk about that here on this particular review. On this particular review site, I can't speak for everybody else, right? I cannot speak for everybody else. Everybody else does not have the unique experience that I would have, or in this situation. And when I say that, people will say, "Well, what do you mean by that?" I have been able to have produced, written, and work with the top rappers to probably exist. And let me just put that out there like that, to probably exist. If we say, if people say, who's your top 5, and you say, well, Nas is not in my top 5, or you say Big Pun is not in my top 10, or Jadakiss is not in my top 10, or The Game is not in my top 10 or top 50, or Killer Mike or Raekwon, like these are some of the top rappers that have ever lived, right? And as a producer, and when guys are submitting their beats, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make sure that we are like we're trying to make sure that we're creating beats that have, you know, commercial viability, right? If you're a producer and you're coming into this live stream in terms of trying to get a music review, I'm assuming that what you're trying to do is you're trying to get placements. I'm assuming that you want to produce for your favorite artist, right? So the feedback that I'm giving you is going to be aligned with that, right? It's going to be aligned with for artists who want to get to that next level, and for producers who want to get to that next level, who want to take what they're doing on a professional level. Or if you're a professional, even if you're a professional that has a little bit of success, you could still get feedback from people who've been in it a little bit longer, and get some feedback from folks who've been doing it a little bit differently, right? That doesn't hurt either. But I say all that to say this: the beat that you submitted, all right, and this is a Kev DJ Vapor. The record that you submitted, it's a beat that keeps changing. And then in this game, that's a no-no. You can't have music that keeps changing. Like, you know, if we want the beat to switch maybe one time, and that's toward the middle or toward the end, you can kind of get away with that. But you can't get away with it having it switch every 8 bars, keep switching. Because what does the rapper rap to? What does the singer sing to? What's the main driving part of the record? Remember what we're doing. We're doing stuff that goes into a loop, right? That's why things continue to go from hook to verse, back to hook, back to verse. That's why it keeps looping, you know what I mean? Because it's designed to keep us listening. What you got going on is that it's no way for us to determine where they're supposed to rap. So it becomes a mishmash. And that's a no-go in this arena. So I'll go back to the producers with song structure. One, we do not need these long intros. I would only recommend four bars at the most as an intro. Once you start going into 8 bars, you start getting into what we call the 30-second realm. You know, and I know in the microwave society now, people are not lasting that long to listen. They're going to swipe, or they're going to move forward. Or if you're in the room trying to play your music for your favorite rapper or your favorite artist, they're going to skip the next button because you got to get right to it, right? So I always recommend very short intros, right? If you need your beat to have an intro, if you're hell-bent on that, very short. And then we go into the strongest part of the record, which should be your hook. It should be your hook. That should be your strongest part of the record. We should be going into that immediately, right? And then after the hook subsides, we're supposed to now create the music bed and the space for those guys to lay down their vocal performance. That needs to be clear in the first 45 seconds of playing your song. Like, that needs to be clear. If these things are not clear, then what we're doing is you're creating a situation where you're fighting against your own music. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to give you that. I'm giving you that tidbit to make sure that you are creating something that has the right structure. That's going from an intro to a hook to a verse, back to a hook, back to a verse, back to a hook, and then we're out of there. And remember, your verse should not really exceed 16 bars, right? We're kind of on like 16 bars right now. We're kind of like in a 12-bar space. So that first 8 is the main part of the verse. Then you have what we call a transitionary part of the verse, or like a mini bridge or a breakdown. That should only be about 4 bars. Then that's supposed to lead us back into the hook, right? Think of it like a roller coaster. You got the large build up, you got the drop. Oh, then you got another one that's not built up as much. Oh, so this is how your song is supposed to be going. It's supposed to be having those ebbs and flows to keep the person engaged, to keep the listener engaged. I can say this ad nauseum. I'm hoping that people are getting it. So we're going to continue on. Thank you for submitting this joint, man. Kev DJ Vapor. I appreciate y'all. There's 103 songs in this queue. We have had a total of 270 submissions. We've probably listened to maybe 167 of those. So, people are submitting these songs. We're listening to folks. Also, we're doing the replays on YouTube if you missed it. So at the same time, I want to make sure that folks are submitting. But, this line is getting crazy long. So, in order for me to make sure that I get to listen to everything, your best bet is to try to see if you can get this thing to skip the line. Because I'm only going to be on here for maybe another, what time is it now? Maybe another 30 minutes tops. And I'm only going to be listening for a little bit. And then, we got to get back into some music production, get into that. Young Yanso, what's up, man? About to jump into this next joint in a hot second. Just gonna play a few beats in the meantime.
Arkatech Beatz.
Shout out to everybody jumping into the live.
Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. We're about to jump into this next song by Dolo Mari. And this one is called A Hell Called Life. A Hell Called Life. It's a pretty tough title. Let's see how it sounds, man. Let's listen to it. Everybody, jump into this joint. If you like it, hit the tap the screen. You know what I mean? Tell me what y'all think. Give me that feedback in the live as well. Chat.
Welcome to this hell called life. Always like to keep some angels. Yeah, damn, you left me there to hang through the night. Even watch me as I dangle. Damn, what's done in the dark comes to the light, and it shines from different angles. Damn, yeah, you cut right through my heart and used the knife, but this time it wasn't painful. Yeah, can't even feel this shit no more. Young nigga been through it all. Can't even heal this shit, no hope, get triggered and choose to fall. Like what the fuck my friends when I take my L's, I was there to lose with y'all. Never touch my hand when I'm rich as hell, y'all weird, ain't cool with y'all. But tell me, am I wrong for feeling how I feel, or for writing all these songs and giving bitches chills? Yeah, I'm just trying to right my wrongs, and these lyrics make me heal. Shit, I don't know where I belong, so I don't know which way to steer. Don't know how the fuck to heal my pain, so I just flame exotics. Girl, you ain't love a thing. thing you only love when I make a deposit. Purple rain and nugs, only way I can navigate my problems. Ain't my loss, you ain't never did shit else but cross me, so I say, welcome to this hell called life. Always like to keep some angels, yeah. Damn, you left me there to hang through the night. Even watch me as I dangle. Damn, what's done in the dark comes to the light, and it shines from different angles. Damn, yeah, you cut right through my heart and used the knife, but this time it wasn't painful, yeah, at all. Never did fuck with the law, heart been froze, give a fuck about freezing. Bad bitch then fell in love with her jaws, she slurred my soul away 2 years. Seductive addiction in love with her flaws, and I hurt when they go for the same 2 reasons. Cuts up from all of the trust that I lost, I'm stuck in this show with the same 2 seasons. Yeah, so tell me, am I wrong for feeling how I feel, for writing all these songs and giving bitches chill? I'm just trying to right my wrong. Yeah, you know the rest, the life I live can always get hot as hell, so you know it's that. Yeah, so I say welcome, yeah, welcome to this hell called life.
Yeah, that's Dolo Mari, man. Hell called life. Yo. You know, it reminds me of, like, you know, Juice WRLD, you know, and some other folks. I like this, but I do have some issue with the vocal performance. You know what I mean? I think that the beat and everything is doing what it needs to do, right? Like, listen to this in the beginning. Should be saying something here. Wasted real estate.
Welcome.
Or start the record there.
I say welcome.
You feel me? Like,
yeah, welcome.
like you didn't need that first 4. You didn't need that first 8 bars. You know, if you're gonna start the record there, you know what I mean. You don't even need it. You can just cut it. Just start the record right there. Save yourself 15 seconds.
I say welcome. Yeah, welcome.
Let's go.
I say, welcome to this hell called life. Always like to keep some angels, yeah. Damn, you left me there to hang through the night. Even watch me as I dangle. Damn, what's done in the dark comes to the light, and it shines from different angles. Damn, yeah, you cut right through my heart and used the knife, but this time it wasn't painful.
Now, probably what I would have did on that last bar is, instead of say it wasn't painful, is to repeat the first part of it. Welcome to this thing called life, and then end off the bar. How you gonna, you know? But this one wasn't so painful. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of you say it at the beginning of the first 8 bars, and you say it at the end of the 8 bars, and it's just to drive home the name of the song, right? So let's continue in going through this verse. And the issue with this verse is the vocal delivery. To me, I think the hook is solid in terms of the stacking and the harmonies and the way he got it to being delivered. I feel like if he was able to just drive home the name of the song toward the last 2 bars of the song, of the hook, that would probably, you know, spice it up just a notch.
Even feel this shit no more, young nigga been through it all. Can't even heal this shit, no hope, get triggered and choose to fall. Like what the fuck my friends when I take my L's, I was there to lose with y'all. Never touch my hand when I'm.
And this is my issue with the vocal performance. The vocal performance is off beat.
But this time it wasn't painful. Yeah. Can't even feel this shit no more, young nigga been through it all. Can't even heal this shit, no hope, get triggered and choose to fall. Like what the fuck my friends when I take my L's, I was there to lose with y'all. Never touch my hand when I'm rich as hell, y'all weird, ain't cool with y'all. But tell me, am I wrong for feeling how I feel, or for writing all these songs and giving bitches chills? Shit, I'm just trying to right my wrongs, and these lyrics make me heal. Shit, I don't know where I belong, so I don't know which way to steer. Don't know how the fuck to heal my pain, so I just flame exotics. Girl, you ain't love a thing, you only love when I make a deposit.
So if I'm in the studio with him, I'd be on his ass saying, yo, pause. yo, man, stay on beat because what you're delivering is dope. Keep it on the beat. Keep it on the cadence. If you deliver that vocal performance where it's in the pocket with this type of vibe, with this type of music, with your voice, with the effects and everything that you got going on, pardon me, you could take this thing to you could make this thing really go. But once you start kind of getting lazy with the flow, it like now what happens is it throws us off because we want to stay here, but then your vocal is taking us off of the beat. So then what? You know what I'm saying? Like that's destroying the vibe. And people don't really understand that. Like, yo, we want to stay in the pocket with the vibe. Like if we're dancing to the song, we're gonna dance to the beat. We're gonna stay in the pocket. We're not gonna dance off the beat.
Rain and nugs, only way I can navigate my problems. Ain't my loss, you ain't never did shit else but cross me, so I say, welcome to this hell called life. Always like to keep some angels, yeah. Damn you.
And I think even the second hook is not I don't think this is flew in on timing. I think it's off.
Only way I can navigate my problems. Ain't my loss, you ain't never did shit else but cross me, so I say, welcome to this hell called life. Always like to keep some angels, yeah. Damn, you left me there to hang through the night. Even watch me as I dangle. Damn, what's done in the dark comes to the light. And it shines from different angles. Damn, yeah, you cut right through my heart and used the knife. But this time it wasn't painful, yeah, at all. Never did fuck with the law, heart been froze, give a fuck about freezing. Bad bitch, then fell in love with her jaws, she slurred my soul away 2 years. Seductive addiction, in love with her flaws, and I heard when they go for the same 2 reasons. Cuts up from all of the trust that I lost, I'm stuck in the show with the same 2 seasons. Yeah, so tell me, am I wrong for feeling how I feel, for writing all these songs, giving bitches chill? I'm just trying to right my wrong. Yeah, you know the rest, the life I live can always get hot as hell, so you know it's that.
We gotta make this. We gotta make it go, y'all. Yeah, it's like we're taking a very, very, very good song with potential, and we're flushing it because it's kind of like it's drifting, you know, vocally off the beat, and it's really driving the value of the record like down. Like the record was really on its way doing this thing, man. Dolomari, man, come on, man. I need you to fix this, man, because this is actually a good vibe here, and I think this has a lot of potential. We just got to make sure that we're staying in the pocket with this thing, man. You know what I mean? Like we gotta stay in the pocket with it. It's like it's right there. It's really right there, yo. Like think about it. If we chose the right beat, if we got somewhat close to the right hook, and if we got the right voice and the right voice. Right, the right voice tone, and we got decent lyrics. Like we right there, we like 90% there. You know what I'm saying? Like we right there. It's just a matter of getting his vocal performance to sit right. But this is where the producers got to come in. The producers got to get you to sit in the pocket. The engineer got to say something. Yo, you off beat, bro. Got to tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like your best records are gonna be on beat. I challenge y'all to find those. Find the records that are dope records that are not on beat. I challenge you to do that. That's not what makes classic records. You know, that make flash in the pan records maybe, but not records that you're going to be playing the next 10, 15, 20 years. You know, and I can only say that because I've been here long enough to know. But appreciate you on that one, man. Appreciate you on that one. I got a few more minutes left, man. I'm about to jump out of here. Gotta get to work on some other music. You know what I'm saying? Max B, $1 Million Baby 4 coming soon. Make sure y'all check that out. Narcos, Coke Wave 3.5 Narcos out now. French Montana, Max B featuring the hit Ever Since You Left Me. And then you know, the record that we produced on there called Me Too. All right. That's produced by us. So Coke Wave 3.5 out now. Rest in peace to my friend and mentor, Oliver Power Grant, Wu-Tang.
For those who know my history, y'all know that I was, Power helped to get a lot of our stuff off the ground in the beginning. You know what I mean? So shout out to his family. Condolences to the whole clan. Raekwon, condolences, man. I know that was your brother. Just, stay strong, y'all. This joint is called Unreleased. I don't know why it doesn't have a name. It's a demo by Keons. We're going to listen to it, see what it do. We're going to jump into it. Let's hear it. It's on overloader. Yeah, we can't even listen to that, bro. It's too loud, bro. What's happening here? Man, try to blow my speakers, man. What's the word, man? Nah, this is inaudible, bro. Nah, bro. It's just completely overloaded, bro. Ain't no way we can listen to this. Keon, man, try again. You ain't about to bust my eardrums tonight, bro. You can't do that, bro. These are golden ears, bro. These are platinum producer ears, bro. We can't do that, bro. Y'all need to check your joints, man. See if it's going into the red, man. Sometimes some of y'all are over. Some of you guys are recording yourselves. Make sure you're paying attention to your meters. Joint going red. Don, what up, man? I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I be trying, man. You know what I'm saying? I be trying. And what's his name be on me on YouTube? Boy Swagger, he be on me. He be like, "Yo, Jug, you be nice. You be nice to people." I be like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm not, I'm not trying to be an ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't push me though. And we definitely not gonna stand for the foolishness. What's this Venom? This Venom Subtle? What's this? Let's jump into this. This track was not found. They removed it. I don't know what that's about. So folks submitting their music and then they That's interesting. Folks submitted and then deleted. It's weird. It's weird. Anyhow, I'm gonna go into this last one for tonight. If anybody's trying to get their joint listened to tonight, now is the time to skip the line before I get out of here. It's that new Max B. Wiz Khalifa. If you know, you know. Arkatech Beatz. Can't play too much of that now. $1 Million Baby 4 coming soon. I played that already. Too slow. About to get off this live in a hot second. Anybody's trying to get their song heard tonight, time to skip the line. Let's go. Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. DJ Homicide, I see you. jump into this joint right here before I get out of here. This joint is called Don't Say I Gotta Give Up. This is about a private press. This is a new beat he submitted. They're trying to see if we get some feedback on it. Let's see what the situation is. Let's listen to it. Let's hear it. Private press, man. I'm gonna need you to jump into our Future Producer Society, man. It's a community where we be teaching music production, teaching folks the music business. What I hear with this is I hear like this is a thing that I hear with a lot of new guys jumping into making beats. Is they're not like, say for example, you're not trained in music theory. Right, so you're not trained in music theory. You don't know how to read music. You're kind of feeling your way around these keys, and what's happening is that you're not really understanding that certain sounds don't really go with certain sounds. You're not really realizing that some of these chords don't necessarily go with this and don't necessarily go with that. And the way that I say to combat this, especially for new producers, is the way to combat this is I always tell these guys, listen, start off using samples. And they say, well, Jug, I don't want a sample. I want to play everything with no samples, etc., etc., etc. The reason why I tell guys to start with samples so that you can keep your music in key. You have to have something in the music bed that's going to help you to train your ear to keep music in key, right? When we start to add, these random chords and these random sounds, like it gives us this thing to make it feel as if it goes when it really doesn't go. And the only way for you to kind of know when things go and when things don't go is for you to really be able to blend and understanding what it is to blend sounds appropriately. And I think that is the reason why I use to guys to use samples. If you notice, some of your best producers are DJs, and your best producers being DJs is because they understand what it is to mix and to blend sounds, blending tempos, blending things to make them go together. And this is crucial for new producers who are starting out to understand how sounds go together and how things are supposed to work together. And there's no way for you to understand that outside of using music that you can blend and push together as a kind of like on the DJ level. That's why I say using samples to start out is probably the easiest way for you to kind of get your ear trained. And then you can still play instruments on top of the samples, right? And then once you play your instruments on top of the samples, if you decide that you still want to remove the sample at that point, you should be able to do that, and then everything should remain where it needs to remain. If you can play on top of it to the point where you can remove the sample, then that's a win-win, right? Again, we use royalty-free sources, so you don't have to worry about clearing anything. So again, this is just my thought on it. For those who are not quote-unquote trained, it gets real difficult. You're trying to kind of feel your way around, and then I hear guys, using this drum, using that drum, and then trying to switch these things out, and it just creates a little bit of a mosh and a kind of a confusing type of music bed that just really becomes unlistenable after a while. So
that's my 2 cents on that. I'm about to wrap this session up and get out of here. For those who want to jump into it for tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow, but we'll see. Depending on what the submissions look like, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Again, there's about 100 songs in here. No way for us to get to it. If you want to guarantee a play or listen, make sure you're trying to skip the line, man. That's the best way to do that night after night. But until next time, I'm out of here.